When it comes to sports betting, there's almost nothing that you can't bet on. Even beyond the basics like point spreads, money lines, and over-unders, there's a whole other world of betting out there called props betting. Props bets are events you bet on occurring in a game that may or may not affect the outcome of that game. Props, which is short for propositions, deals with very specific things occurring within a game, such as how many catches a wide receiver will catch, or how many strikeouts a baseball pitcher will throw, or how many goals a specific team in soccer will score. There are a ton of different props, like way too many for me to cover in one video. But the three most common types you'll see are player props, team props, and game props. Let's jump on the DraftKings Sportsbook and I'll show you some examples. First, we'll start with player props. Player props are bets solely impacted by a single player's performance. So we're gonna go to the NBA page, click player props, and as you can see, there's a lot of options here. You can place a bet on who will score the first field goal in a game, who will be the top point scorer. You can even bet on if you think a player will get a double-double. So if I were to bet on Jason Tatum getting a double-double, it doesn't matter to me if the Celtics win or lose, just as long as Tatum gets those stats that I need. Team props are bets that you place on a specific team, and it's only affected by that team's performance. So if we click on this soccer league and we look at the team props, there's options for how many goals a team will score, if a team will score in both halves, or even if a team will come from behind and win. Now let's check out some game props. These are props that relate to events occurring in a game that are typically more general than team props or player props. We'll go over to this NHL tab and click on game props. You can pick things like if the home or away team will score first, or what time the first goal will be scored in the game. There's a ton of options here. And seriously, you can make prop bets on anything. The Daytona 500 is coming up. They have prop bets. Golf has prop bets. Any sports on a sports book will have some props for you to bet on. Most people are familiar with prop bets because of their prevalence in the Super Bowl. Sportsbooks create hundreds, if not thousands, of prop bets each year for the big game, and a lot of them don't even relate to football. Every year you'll see props like length of the national anthem, first song sung at the halftime show, or the color of the Gatorade shower at the end of the game. I really do mean it when I say that there are a ton of props to be found. Props are a really fun way to bet on sports, but just like any other thing with sports betting, you have to do research to make sure you do well. You need to look at trends, stats, injuries, weather, whatever you can find. When I bet on props, I only take prop bets with really good value. Sportsbooks tend to put a little extra juice on prop bets, so it's harder to find those good odds, but good values do pop up. If I think Kawhi Leonard might have a good shot at getting a double-double tonight and I want to place a prop bet, but I see that the odds are plus 120, I'll probably lay off. But if I go line shopping and look at other sports books and I find one that has that same prop bet at plus 250, then I'll place my bet. Looking for the best odds on different sports books is extremely important when you're betting props, and just in general when you're betting. If you're new to sports betting and you want to learn more about it, stay tuned here at the Props Network for more videos, and check out our website, thepropsnetwork.com, for all the latest betting news and bonuses from the top legal betting sites.